Good afternoon and welcome back to Houston Real Estate Today. I'm your host, Steve Levine, and we've been talking to Sandy Laine, RE/MAX Hall of Fame, RE/MAX Lifetime Achievement Award recipient with RE/MAX Northwest. That was a good segment, wasn't it, Shelby?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, my co-host has been very quiet over there, but she's taking it all in. Hopefully, she'll be the third generation real estate in that family. And we've got, if you have any questions for Sandy Laine or any one of my guests, you can email us at info@HoustonRealEstateToday.com. If you missed any part of this show at all, you can catch it on video on HoustonRealEstateToday.com, probably first part of next week. All the shows are archived. This is number 40. This is our 40th broadcast. Rochelle been with us for 6 of those, and she was on the very first one when they didn't even need me on the show. But I'm back here anyway. So this is our 40th broadcast of Houston Real Estate Today. And next up we have Tamela Waltz, RE/MAX Northwest. What a coincidence. Another RE/MAX Northwest agent on the same.
Amazing.
Usually just one agent on the show, you know, Connie? Mm-hmm. This one's two, because these two are related. Sandy Laine and Tamela Waltz. And Tamela and I go back. We're in another business together, Ignite, marketing, screen, gas, and electric, but we can't talk about that now. We're going to talk about real estate. Tamela's a residential specialist working hard to make her buyers and sellers her #1 priority. Graduated from college with a degree and major in marketing and got her license in real estate over 15 years ago. I think it was in the genes, because she really started a career in retail, in fashion retailing, and was happy there, and Sandy was happy she was there, and Jerry was happy she was there, and then she wanted to move over to real estate, all those hours and all that stuff that went in retail. And Sandy wasn't thrilled with the idea, were you, Sandy?
No, I wasn't.
No. In fact, didn't you take Tamela to dinner and try to talk her out of it?
I did.
You did. What was wrong with real estate? You were in it. You love it.
Well, she was applying for a job that Jerry and I had in the newspaper, and I didn't feel that we could offer her the wonderful benefits, insurance, or the pay that she was making at this high-dollar store.
But she was determined. She wanted a career in real estate.
She did.
She saw how well you were doing it and driving a nice car and had a great lifestyle, and she wanted to be more part of the real estate world.
She did.
And you made her interview for the position just like anybody else.
That's correct.
Was that a hard interview, Tamela?
It was harder than most.
Let
me just say. You know, I had to convince her why I wanted to leave a high-paying job to become an assistant, but, you know, you can't put a price tag, I don't think, on being able to go under the wing of somebody that's already successful and learning the ropes and that sort of thing. And with real estate, it's very hard because we're an independent contractor. So not a lot of people are out there wanting to help new people coming into the business, you know. So I was very fortunate that way.
And Mom and Dad were both doing well in real estate, and you're the best of both worlds, according to Sandy. Right?
I'm told that by a lot of people, actually, because she is very high energy. My dad was a partner with her in real estate, and he was very level-headed and very more laid back, and I'm a combination of the two of them.
You're high energy when you need to be and laid back when you need to be, and
that's right.
The best of both worlds. Wouldn't you say that, Sandy?
I would say that's correct.
Now, where does Shelby fit in the career? I mean, how do you think she's going to be? She's more best of both three worlds?
She's actually more like Sandy, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, she's more high
energy, high maintenance, eh?
High maintenance.
All right.
High maintenance. That's right.
Well, Tamela's career started 15 years ago. Started a career with the RE/MAX family, with the family. It was awarded Rookie of the Year her first year in the business. Over the years, she's been honored as a top listing agent in her office and has continually been part of the 100% club in RE/MAX. So, what does that mean, 100%?
Well, it's making at least $100,000 in commissions, between $100,000 and $250,000 in commissions. So, yeah, I've been in real estate full time since I started in real estate, and have through the years started with the RE/MAX family. I left and then did relocation with Prudential Gary Green for about 6 years, and came back to RE/MAX about 5 years ago.
Well, great. I know you do a great job at it. You do everything you do well, and great mom. She's a
Yeah,
great mom, isn't she?
yeah.
Yeah. You're not going to get much
Yeah.
out of her Shelby today. Anyway, well, tell me your take on the real estate market.
Well, you know what? It's always a great market, okay? But you're talking to a person that's extremely just, I'm a positive person. You just
Right.
have to simply, if you take a look at the whole United States, you couldn't be in a better market really than where we are right here in Houston, Texas, to be honest with you. So I feel very fortunate to be part of this. And I think a big reason is we had affordable housing before this happened. Escalating prices that you saw in the California, New York, and all these other areas where it's astronomical to buy a house have really suffered through this market. But we're, like I said, we're very, very fortunate.
We're blessed to be here.
Yeah,
It's
we
a
really
great
are.
market. And we're down from last year, but last year was an amazing year for us.
Yeah, and it's funny because it depends what day you pick up the newspaper or and who's talking on what kind of market that it is. But when I say it's a great market, it is a buyer's market right now. But there's some terrific buys out there for those people that are out there in the market to purchase.
There's a
house.
lot of people out there buying, which means there's a lot of people selling. That's how it works.
Yeah.
You buy in a buyer's market, you're selling in a seller's market.
Right.
And right now it's a buyer's market, just having
Absolutely.
the right product out there. So I know you work with a lot of investors. And you,
I do.
And you flip properties, right?
I do.
And buy on short sale.
Mm-hmm.
What does that short sale mean exactly?
Well, ultimately what happens is, and as a real estate agent, I think that not enough real estate agents understand short sales. Because unlike a lot of other things that we do, short sales depends on, ultimately what happens is it's a person that has a house and he's behind in his payment, okay? When that happens and he's 2 or 3 months behind, a short sale happens when he can contact his bank and the bank will actually negotiate with him to be able to sell that house for even a loss, okay, in order to be able to get from underneath that property. Because we know when it goes into foreclosure,
Yeah, it's pretty much
it's
it.
months later and they're out a lot more money.
Exactly.
Sure.
Well, I know you've got a great listing with Sandy. I don't know if it's the first time you've done
Well,
one together.
Right,
But
right.
tell us about that terrific listing you've got.
Right. Yeah, we just took a terrific listing about a month ago. It's in Belmont Farms, which is actually the Tomball address, but it goes to Klein Schools. It sits on about 5 acres. And what really makes this super unique is, number one, for the price, to be able to get a horse farm over 5 acres, it's under $1 million. It's $990,000. It has a main house of around 4,600 square feet. And one of the unique things about it is it a lot of the features of the home were refurbished from a farmhouse in Mississippi. It was
No
actually
kidding.
Yeah, it was actually brought over. So all the wood plank floors, the wooden beams, a lot of the architecture in the house, all of the fixtures and everything are from Hart and Associates, which is a custom light company, and then it has a separate tack room and a separate quarters with a 2-bedroom house, a 2-story den behind the house. And so it's a gated community with about 8 homes inside there. So you get a custom community, acreage, and everything all kind of packaged together.
Sounds like a great,
It is.
great home. So how would somebody get a hold of you to sell or buy a
Absolutely.
home, especially that property?
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you, TamelaWaltz.com has all my properties and everything about me. You can reach me on my email at tamelawaltz@yahoo.com.
Excellent. What a pleasure to have you on the show. Usually
Thank you.
Fridays we had lunch together before I started the show, but this is great to have you here. We'll be back with more great information on Houston Real Estate Today. Coming up, Royce Builders, Rochelle, Barrow, and Chris with WHAM Mobile. So don't you go away. We'll be right back.